Welcome to episode 5 of the Out of Podket podcast.
Matt actually learned what decent music is now. He's not playing
We never saw
whatever he was playing the last couple of weeks.
Since the day
I think this music's pretty garbage too.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Waylon Jennings and stuff, you don't like that?
I don't even know who
stuff?
Waylon Jennings is.
All right, dude,
You're
listen.
listening to it.
All right,
This is why
all right,
on the
turn that off.
podcast,
Just turn it off.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
This is why Jansen Leb is uncultured right there. He doesn't even know who Waylon Jennings is.
Yeah, buddy.
And he's from Owensville. He doesn't even know Waylon Jennings is.
Come on now.
Yeah, not
That's
a clue.
disappointing, but
You know who Waylon Jennings is?
Yes, I know who Waylon.
I guarantee you, Zayden doesn't know who Waylon Jennings
that's okay. I
is.
mean,
Definitely
I can't be.
Zane's got a different kind of culture.
Yeah, different.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
diversity.
Now on to our NFL pick 'em.
NFL pick 'em this
Me and
week.
Zayden are all for diversity. And
So-
Zayden, what do you got? Something to say?
Nope.
No. Okay, he agrees though. Anyways, guys, I hope you're having a great week.
Yeah.
And
Well,
generally,
generally,
some NFL pick'em scores. What?
by the time they see this, it's probably the start of the week. So
That's
generally,
true.
Generally,
but,
this episode will
all
probably
right, so
go
yeah,
out on Monday.
By the way, by the
Monday,
time you
yeah.
guys see this, it's probably gonna be Monday. So I mean,
have a great week.
have a great week. You know, get back on that Monday grind. Anyways, so for our NFL pick'em, Zayden currently is in the lead, 7-3. Little turd. Me and Jansen are tied at 6-4.
Yeah.
Just skip past me.
And Owen Binkholter is at 3-7.
Hey, at least I got 3 right. I'm not 0-10. I'm not 0-10.
It could be worse.
That's a little rough, bud.
It could
Hey.
It's a little rough.
Hey, all it takes is 1 week.
Hey, it's his comeback week this week. We got some new games, of course. We got switch to that one. Bills versus the Texans, Ravens versus the Bengals, Packers, Rams, Cowboys, Steelers, and Saints, Chiefs. Yeah.
Let's go Chiefs.
Owen's gonna have a big week.
They're
This
gonna be
week.
5-0. Chiefs are gonna be 5-0 this week.
We'll get to that one later. Bills Texans first game. Matt, you want to start us off?
Bills, Texans. Oof.
Yeah.
This is my sign.
Give me now.
My sign.
Give it to me now.
Both can
Here,
hold,
we'll hold it
one.
together. We'll hold it together. Me and Matt are both going Texans.
Matt and Owen both going
The only reason I
Texans.
pick the Texans because of that guy's like.
Well,
That's the only reason.
I feel like it's fitting that if Owen's going Texans, I should probably go.
So
Honestly, that's probably a good idea.
who's the quarterback for the Texans?
CJ Stroud.
Stroud season. And,
I'm going for Texans too.
all right, so I'll be the only one on the Bills. Hoorah.
Yes, sir.
All right, next game, Ravens versus the Bengals.
Both teams that should be good, but are not playing good at all.
I'll take the Bungles.
I'm taking the Ravens.
I think I'm taking the
Is he
Ravens.
knocking on the door right there?
It's early. It's still early season Joe Burrow. Who'd
Yeah.
you say you got?
Might be
Ravens.
tripping.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm better. I'm kidding.
Nah, it's
Zayden.
the weekend.
Ravens.
Ravens. All right, so Matt's the loner on this one. Next one we got is Packers versus Rams.
Ooh. Rams. Sorry.
Matthew going Rams.
No, I'm not going the Rams.
Oh, I thought
No.
I think I'm going
I
Pack.
shook my head at the Rams.
I'm going Packers.
Anyways,
Owen's going
I
Packers.
got the Battlehawks.
I believe in.
I'm going to go Rams.
I don't even know who their quarterback is. It's not Jordan Love. He's hurt.
I don't have the Rams.
It's
I
Malik Willis.
got the
Oop.
Battlehawks.
Obviously, I know that.
I got the Battlehawks.
You got the
Man.
Battlehawks.
So that's the other team.
Hey, that'll be this spring. We're picking the Battlehawks games.
So,
Yes.
so which one should I put you on, Matt?
Yeah, not the Rams.
Oh, so the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, go Pack, go. I actually would love to go to Lambeau and wear a cheese head
Too
and
cold.
go to the game.
Too cold.
Because like that's a good environment. I feel like if there was an NFL game I'd want to go to, it'd be the Chiefs game and the Packers.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to go
don't
to
you-
a Chiefs game.
Don't you have to be on like a wait list to go to a Packer game?
Well, I have no idea, but I
For,
know
like,
I just think it's so cool that like Lambeau Field's like literally right in a community. Like people's houses are right by Lambeau Field, and that's just cool to me.
I've been to a Chiefs game. That one was cold.
Yeah.
Really, really cold. The day I went, it snowed like 2 feet that day.
Holy.
It was, you could not see, like we sat almost in the very top and you would look over the back of the stadium. You couldn't see anything.
Man.
You couldn't see the ground or anything. Zayden?
I think Green Bay is going to win.
Dang,
Dude,
y'all are all just
that's a-
picking
I can
against
Say
smart,
we're all
but
just
Green
Y'all are
Bay.
just we're just picking
Not the
hey,
Lambs.
Mo- balance.
Mozo strong.
Lambs.
Mozo strong.
so
Are the Rams actually good this year?
No.
I have no clue. All right, and last one, or not last one, second to last one, Dallas versus Pittsburgh.
Dallas versus Pittsburgh.
I said I was
Is
a
it
Cowboys hater.
At home?
Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. I'm taking
In
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I'm taking the regular season team, the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with Jansen. I'll take the.
Oh my
Pittsburgh
gosh, somebody's
Steelers.
picking.
I've got the Cowboys.
Hey, we
Hey,
split on
one. Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, fun.
All right, last one, Saints Chiefs. I'm just gonna go ahead and put mine on
How
Saints.
about those Chiefs? How about those Chiefs?
Owen has to take the Chiefs.
about
Owen
take
needs
the
every
Chiefs?
win he can get.
I'll pick the easiest games next week. Make
I
sure
am
win
going to
some.
take the Chiefs because of the refs.
Well, they're not going undefeated. They're gonna lose one eventually. So why not? Why not?
Undefeated.
You're a Chiefs hater, dude.
I'm
Just
taking the Kansas City
Facts.
refs as well.
Kansas City refs.
City refs.
Taylor Swift's going to she's going to ball out.
And that's
That's the picks
picks
for
for
this
the week. Yep.
Hey, it's a good time to be a Missouri football fan.
I'm not
We're
gonna
not
lie.
going to get to
We
that.
got the Mizzou
Not
Tigers.
right now, because I got another topic before.
Talking
we
about
go.
the old.
My bad.
We're gonna. We
Drinkwitz
always. I want
quote.
to save Mizzou for last, always.
All right.
That's always a good conversation. But I want to talk about the old St. Louis Blues real quick.
Oh my.
Their home opener is coming up on Tuesday, October 15th, at 6:30 p.m. against the Minnesota Wild. And well, in the preseason, I've seen some little line shakeups what they've been doing, and I think that the Blues got a real shot at the playoffs this year. I
Really?
think, yeah, I really do. I think we have a shot. I mean, I'm not going to say that we're definitely going to be a wild card team. We're not going to be a team who's, real good. We're going to be like third in the Central. It's my prediction for the season. And I feel it's kind of like the Cardinals situation. Like we thought they were going to be really good. But like the Blues picked up a lot of people in the offseason. And I think they are going to get into the wild card this year.
Maybe if they make the playoffs, I'll watch them. But until then, probably
Oh, we
no,
need to
no
make
hockey
our,
for me.
Whatever,
We need
dude.
to make our World Series prediction. Who we think's
yeah.
gonna win?
Also, MLB, I'm definitely rooting for the Royals because I want the Royals to get far because I'm just picking the Missouri team.
I'd like to see the Royals.
Just
I
don't you
would
remember
too,
when they
but-
won the World Series in 2015? How cool that was. Like that was cool.
I guess it was.
It was all right, I guess. yeah.
Well, yeah.
Whatever. That was just cool. Like
Who do you actually think will win the World Series though? Because
The
if we're
Dodgers.
being honest, yeah.
Like
we're
if you
being
had
honest,
if you had to pick,
The Dodgers are not.
your life was on the line. You had to pick one team. I'm picking the Dodgers.
I'm picking either the Dodgers or Yankees, but I think I go Dodgers.
I'm taking the Dodgers all
Me
day.
too. Their team is just absolutely insane.
No.
Shohei Ohtani.
Who are you taking then, Matt?
Shohei Ohtani entered 50-50 club. Did you guys already talk about that?
I think I'm gonna take the Padres.
Yeah, nope.
Slam Diego.
Slam Diego Padres.
Nope.
Have you not watched
Disagree.
them? They are
Hayden, who are you
fired up.
taking?
I don't know any baseball.
Take the San Diego
so,
Padres.
Cardinals.
Man, they got
Yeah.
eliminated 2 months ago.
Got the San Diego Padres as a dark horse,
So Zayden would be dead in that scenario.
which I want to go ahead and make sure real quick before I make that pick. See how they're doing. I will take the Padres no matter
They're
what.
playing
even
the
if they're-
Dodgers in the first round, aren't they?
I think so.
I think they made it through wild card. Yeah.
Yeah, they beat.
I saw the
Braves.
Royals
Yeah,
swept
they
the Orioles.
2-0'd the Braves. So I really do. I'm serious. I got the Padres. They're going against the Dodgers, and I'll show you. The
That'll-
Dodgers are gonna.
So,
out the Padres. And it's
either
gonna be the
Matt's-
biggest bust you've seen in MLB history of a team that did not win the World Series after having so much money invested.
So next week on the
Invested.
podcast, it's either just going to be Matt or it's going to be
No, it's,
without Matt.
it's gonna
Yep.
be me, man.
Padres or Dodgers.
It's
We'll
gonna
see.
it's gonna go 7 games, and the Padres are gonna come out in the 7th game. The
7 games. It's the
only
divisional.
5.
It's only 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
divisionals are only 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The championship series and the World Series are 7.
Oh gosh darn it! Yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, see, he was thinking the Dodgers
Oh,
were going to
yeah.
go up 3-2, and the Padres, nah. Dodgers are going to go up 3-2.
It's
Over.
gonna go 5 games then.
Yeah, and the Dodgers are
Go
going to win.
5 games. and
I think Dodgers in 4.
Dodgers are gonna pull out the first game on Saturday. They're gonna win the first game,
I think Dodgers.
and the Padres are gonna come back, win a game. It's just gonna be back and forth until Game 5, and the Padres are gonna squeak past the Dodgers.
Hey, they're not beating Shohei Ohtani.
Hold it to me, guys.
Shohei Ohtani is the best baseball player to ever play baseball.
I saw a guy.
Shohei Ohtani glaze.
I will.
No, I saw a guy on Instagram yesterday that was trying to debate with like 40 people, obviously, because his take was so horrible. He was saying that Luis Arias is a better hitter than Shohei Ohtani.
Dude, there's no way.
Like, you want to talk about delusion.
Hmm.
He said it's because he would rather have a player that puts the ball in play and doesn't strike out. He said Shohei Ohtani strikes out too much.
I'd rather have someone that put the ball over the fence every time and then
That's what I'm
and
saying.
stole 50 bases too.
Arias has like 3. He's like .03 better than Ohtani or whatever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think Arias finished at 313. Ohtani was like 310 batting average. And then Ohtani beat him in literally every other stat.
Oh, yeah.
Every
By a
single
good
other
bit.
stat.
By a good bit.
Ohtani's the best baseball player on the planet right now.
Definitely.
I don't know best hitter and best player. I don't know that he's the best pitcher.
You think he's the best player ever?
He's getting there. I don't know.
I'd say he definitely has the potential to be.
I don't know yet, but if he comes back and pitches and obviously keeps hitting, but pitches good for 2 or 3 years, it'd be hard to say that.
Hard to make an argument against it, yeah.
Well, he's the best hitter. Him and Judge by far the two best hitters. I would say Ohtani's a better hitter than Judge because he's been more consistent.
Yeah, Judge has his downfall sometimes.
And then Ohtani is also like a borderline Cy Young candidate on the mound.
Yeah. He probably could have won the Cy Young last year if he didn't mess up his UCL midseason.
Yeah. He was in the conversation. I mean,
yeah.
When the Cy Young MVP, Silver Slugger, all that stuff.
All in 1 year? That'd be
hard,
crazy.
It'd be hard to say he's not the greatest ever. But
yeah. And making the 50-50 club, not joining it, making the club, that's crazy.
I remember, obviously I remember this happened before he was born, but Canseco making the 40-40 club back in like, what was it, probably the mid-90s?
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe early 2000s.
Dude.
And it was...
UNLV's 25th right now. The college football, sorry. I know I'm interrupting you guys completely.
But
that's just crazy to me.
Canseco was asked how he thought his season was going to go, and he said he wanted to have a 40-40 season, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. And everyone was like, oh, because nobody had ever done that at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone was thinking like, oh, this guy's just cocky, whatever, arrogant, blah, blah, blah. And then he went out and did it, and that was a huge deal back then. And then now to change it to the 50-50 club. There's so many clubs, though, now.
Yeah. But
Acuna
still, that's
making
something.
what was it, like 40-70, 40-80 club, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, there's...
I think 50-50 is something that I don't know if we'll ever see again in our lifetimes.
Well, now, I think we'll see it again because there's now in MLB. There's so many guys that have such elite power.
That's true.
Pitching's so much better.
I could see De La Cruz getting it someday.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he's probably in the 30s in home runs this year. I'm not sure. Look up his stats. I could see someone like him doing it. There's so many guys in the league right now that are such elite power hitters,
And
but
they're
also
fast.
are fast.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't really think Shohei Ohtani was that fast, but apparently I was wrong.
oh, he's fat. He's pretty high up there in sprint speed.
I guess I didn't realize that. I saw that Las Vegas had him, for steals this season, they had him at 20. It was over under 20.
De La Cruz had 38 home runs this year. And I know he had more. I think he led the league in stolen bases. I think he had I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so
College football talk now. College football talk. We need to get to college football, not just Mizzou.
Matt loves two things: hockey and college football.
How can you not love college football, dude?
I do like college football.
I don't know a lot about college football. Actually, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of.
So, most interesting games.
I'll let Matthew control this.
Georgia and Auburn play at the time of recording this on Saturday, so that'll be a really good game. Auburn, Georgia. Alabama plays
Texas
Vandy.
A&M and Mizzou.
Oh yeah, we're getting that to last. That's gonna be that is the game of the week. Truly, it's only
Yeah,
ranked
yeah.
versus ranked.
Is it actually game of the week?
Yeah.
Yep, it's the only ranked versus ranked game. I believe that's what I'm looking at. Interesting that UNLV is ranked 25th. They're playing Syracuse.
They're still undefeated, aren't they?
I believe so.
They.
Yeah, 4-0 UNLV.
I was surprised it took them this long to get ranked because they beat Kansas, which preseason was a ranked team.
Let's see. Louisville's the Cardinals are 22nd ranked. That's not surprising entirely, but it's cool.
Are they in the ACC?
Yes, I believe so.
Because I think that can change a lot.
Yeah,
as
they're
far
in
as
the ACC. And then let's see what else we got.
Because if you're really good in the Big Ten or the SEC, it's really hard not to be ranked versus.
Well, I guess I'll make some picks real quick for college football.
The Big 12's kind of
Just Matt's picks.
Just mine, because apparently nobody else gets into this, which is kind of sad.
I watch Mizzou. That's about it.
Yeah, me
Syracuse,
too.
UNLV. I got UNLV.
Of course.
Michigan State, Oregon. Penn State, UCLA, Penn State.
UCLA is
Now,
bad.
the Louisville SMU game, I'm going to pick SMU because SMU's been
no. I'm
doing a
taking
little bit
Louisville.
better. And, I mean,
I would take Louisville on that all day. SMU is.
SMU's 4-1 this year, and they're doing better.
I know, but what's their schedule look like?
They beat – that was Florida – I swear to God it was Florida State.
Florida State is not good.
I know,
Beating
but
Florida
still.
State. Hold up. Let's peep
42 to
SMU's
16. They beat
Dang, they did beat 42 to 16.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
DJ Ukulele needs to
Yeah, he's
go flip some burgers.
on a rough patch.
But okay, so they beat Nevada. They beat FCS school, I'm assuming, whatever HCU is.
Yeah, that's definitely no.
They lost to BYU, and then they beat TCU and Florida State. I'm taking Louisville. Louisville's definitely, I feel like, a better team.
SMU's gonna be that game. You guys are gonna hear the upset against Louisville, which sucks for Louisville, but that's what's gonna happen.
Louisville played a good game against, who was it? Let me look. Notre Dame. Yeah, it was Notre Dame. That was a really good game. I don't know if you say anything about that
We got
one.
Indiana and Northwestern. That's an Indiana's gonna take that.
And they beat what I think is a decent Georgia Tech team, too, Louisville.
Auburn, Georgia. That's always a good game.
Nah, I think Georgia will beat the brakes off of Auburn.
They're not gonna beat the brakes off them. It's gonna be
Well,
close.
Nobody in the
Close game.
SEC is beating the brakes off each other except maybe Mississippi State.
Mhm.
But I think I would be confident saying Georgia.
And Vanderbilt's a little bit better than they have been in recent years. Their quarterback's really good.
Well, Vanderbilt has went through like a complete rehaul this year. They have like all new coaches,
Yeah,
new quarterback.
they're better than what people think.
They aren't the same Vanderbilt that most
No,
people are used to.
They're a lot better. But they're not they're not great. But I'm just gonna skip all these games. It's not really interesting. I mean, honestly, no offense to any of the other teams. So then we got the big game here. We got Mizzou and A&M, which Mizzou's gonna have to get their crap together really soon. Their passing game's been pretty dry. They're not targeting Luther Burden enough. He's not getting as many touches as he
Luther
needs.
Burden's hardly on the field. It seems like.
Well, they're not utilizing the passing game at all, and this game's going to be a game where if we're going to be great, we're really going to have to lock down here. And I hope Drinkwitz, we had a bye week. I hope Drinkwitz really got into their heads that, hey guys, like you came into the season thinking you're all that, and it's screwing with them. And you guys need to prove yourself and get a good win against A&M.
Yeah.
I would argue this might be the biggest game of the year. For
Now,
Mizzou.
if we lose, then we have to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily that.
No, we do. For the college football playoff, we have to.
If we lose
Absolutely have to.
and then also lose to Alabama, then there's like a small. If we win out, I think there is a chance we could make the playoff. But if we beat A&M, we could lose to Bama, and still be
Still have a good case.
11-1 SEC team will make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but the other day I saw a post about how the SEC, when they come out with the new deal in 2026 for the college football playoff, the SEC and the Big Ten each want 4 auto bids into the playoff. And in that case, an 11-1. Well, think about this, too. An 11-1 Mizzou team who also lost to Alabama, they'd be in a tie. Most likely, they would be in a tiebreaker with Georgia,
Sucks
who also
a
lost.
little bit because if
Yeah.
those conferences are getting 4 automatic bids in,
A already. So
I don't think they should get auto bids, but at the
it's
same
just
time,
like you got to have opportunity for these other conferences to get in. You can't just sit there and be like, well, I mean, yeah, they're obviously superior conferences, but you can't sit there and go, well, we're the SEC, so we get by with whatever.
well, yeah, you can say that on one hand too,
It
but
just
on the other hand, when the ACC and the Big 12, most of the teams are not good. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because
they're good, like
Like,
just not as good as the
in
teams.
professional sports, you only have 2 leagues, so everyone's got multiple chances to make it in.
Yeah,
Do you really want to see 3 ACC teams in the college football playoff? No,
I'd rather not.
exactly. Yes, but also in professional sports, the leagues are generally balanced. Of course, you do go through like the NBA. I remember in like the mid 2010s, where the Western Conference was always stacked, and the Eastern Conference was horrible.
seems like it's kind of flipped a little bit. Like Eastern Conference is better, but
It might have. I don't
I'm
know.
not really into basketball too much, so don't take my word for that, but I feel like that's kind of
But in college football right now, they have such a problem with all this realignment stuff that they almost need to have more guaranteed spots for the SEC. Maybe not 4, maybe like 2 or 3.
yeah.
But all of the talented schools are in the SEC and the Big Ten. I mean, in the ACC, you got Miami. And who's really another school that you think should be in the college football playoffs?
ACC?
In the ACC. There's really, I mean, other than Miami, everyone else has, major flaws. I mean, everyone thought at the beginning of the year Florida State was going to win the ACC.
Well, yeah. Just like it's just
Now
like,
Florida State's in shambles.
Oh, no.
And the Big 12, they have a few good teams, but the Big 12 is rough. I mean, Houston, Kansas is better, but Kansas is still kind of shaky.
Kansas is not in the ACC, Jansen.
I said the
He
Big
said
12.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the Big 12 got a lot of the rejects, I feel like, out of the Big 10 too. Like Arizona and Arizona State aren't bad, but Arizona and Arizona State aren't college football playoff.
The only team from the ACC
Colorado.
I think has a chance to make the college football right now is Clemson.
I think Miami and Clemson will probably be in the conference championship. And if Miami wins, I think Clemson won't make it. If Clemson wins, Miami would
I don't
probably
see
get an
Clemson
outline.
making the. I don't see Clemson making it, but like, I'm not gonna be surprised.
But that's what
if
I'm
they
saying.
make it.
Like, saying that the SEC and Big Ten don't need all these conference spots, there's a real chance that 8 of the college football playoff spots at least will be taken up by those 2.
Yep.
But in that case, though, you'd have 8 for them. That would leave 3 more, top seed conference champion bids, and that would only leave 1 more at-large bid for the ACC, Big 12, and then obviously the group of 5. So that's the only problem I see with the SEC and the Big Ten getting auto bids, is because then there is almost no chance for most group of 5. There's going to be one group of 5 team and not another one's getting in. That's the only problem with it. But the biggest problem with trying to do all this, conference champion stuff and all that is trying to balance, having the power conference have a lot of good teams in, because obviously the SEC should have the most teams in it.
Yep.
But also still giving the smaller, not as good conferences a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of wonder if, maybe not soon, but someday I bet the playoff will expand again.
Yeah.
Because everything's about the money.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I think we need to talk about the Cardinals because of the organization and stuff that's going on.
And for Matt's mental health.
Well, we can talk about them now.
Sonny Gray, pretty
So,
much.
as we know, the news right now is Mozeliak and Marmol are staying in the current roles till next season. Now, Mozeliak actually had a statement that I kind of wanted to slap him in the face for. That he was at a press conference and he was like, "Well, it looks like you're gonna have to deal with me for one more year," and goes ho 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 like that. I'm like, bro.
Well, the interesting thing I heard was Bill DeWitt Jr., obviously the owner of the Cardinals. He did a press conference, or not a press conference, but like an interview with the guy that does the ESPN radio show or whatever, like 101 ESPN. And he was saying on there that he felt that this season that there was an exciting team to watch this year.
Well, DeWitt, he thinks that his case that he's making is, we're an 83-win baseball club. That's good for us because I'm DeWitt and I don't care.
Well, he did say that 83 wins was not the expectation, that they need to get better. But he was saying that they had an exciting team develop. And the guy on ESPN was saying, Bill DeWitt clearly has a different idea of what exciting baseball is than most. Because to have a team that struggles to score 2 or 3 runs every game, to me, that is not very exciting. Scoring is exciting.
Well, the
Believe
exciting
it or
part that I do have to say is the Chaim Bloom guy, who's going to be the president of baseball operations. He led probably one of the best farm systems for the Red Sox that we've seen in a long time, and he's going to be the president of baseball operations, which he's a smart baseball guy. He knows how to develop players, and that is what's exciting for me, is that maybe, just a little bit of a change from Because Mo Zaylock,
At least it's something, though. You know what I mean?
there's only one thing I could say about him is he has done some really good trades. He really has. But he's also just made some just horrific decisions. And I don't know, just being a Cardinals fan, the thing is, as fans, we expect them. We expect the Cardinals to be in the playoffs because the Cardinals we're the freaking St. Louis Cardinals, man.
One of the best baseball teams.
Our whole thing of being, our whole franchise is playoff baseball. That's the Cardinals. And
Yeah.
there's no reason that we can't put money, and a heck of a lot more money, into the freaking team because the Cardinals and our fan base, we put so much money into it. We have money.
Yeah.
We're a small market team, but not for baseball to me. We're not in a small market.
Well,
The Cardinals have a huge fan base, and we put so much money into them, and there's no reason why we cannot pay players like the Yankees and Dodgers do. Nah, I'm not saying as outrageous as they do.
Not
'Cause
like
they
$2
are
billion.
outrageous. Not like that, but we can put way more into it, and they're
Yeah,
not.
definitely.
And that's the problem that we have is that we need to stop moneyballing crap. Rest in peace, Oakland A's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
the Sacramento A's.
whatever. That makes me so mad. Just another greedy owner doing greedy owner things.
Yep.
And that really
Trading
makes
all
me
their
mad,
good
too.
players away just for money.
Well, well, we can get into the. Honestly, we should have an Oakland A's discussion. Really, we
Wait,
should.
I want one more thing about the Cardinals. How do you guys feel about Paul Goldschmidt more than likely leaving the St. Louis
I
Cardinals?
don't have a problem with it, but we need to get value out of him.
Well, so
Yeah.
that's another thing about the Cardinals that I want to mention real quick
we can move
is
on. We have a lot of players who can play first base.
well this
Brendan Donovan.
this will not be
Alec
the
Burleson.
last time we talk about the Cardinals this
Definitely
offseason.
not.
I guess.
No, we'll be talking
Because
about
right now even though the playoffs is going on, right now is the Cardinals the start of their offseason.
Yeah. Yep.
And they've already announced that Sonny Gray's already been added to the block pretty much.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Goldschmidt's likely not to.
Yeah. That's
Goldschmidt's
What I'm
Smart.
the year after we signed him.
That's Mosaic guarantee.
Goldschmidt's likely not going to be back, which
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm fine with.
That's okay.
But you
thinking.
have to
Sonny Gray. I don't know. How do you guys feel about him?
No.
I don't like that.
Why would you? I mean, yeah, maybe he had a rough stretch. Okay, but
He
Sonny
was
Gray is
consistent almost every single
consistent
time he
pitcher.
came out.
Why do we think it's a good idea to trade one of our best pitchers away?
Exactly.
Why? That's
That's
what we
the-
need.
That's what's been frustrating with the Cardinals right now. Is it's like we take 2 steps forward and then we take 3 back.
It's like watching
Yeah.
It's like watching Dumb and Dumber.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. Like everyone was complaining in the offseason about how we needed a starting pitcher. And Sonny Gray, I wish they still would have got another true. I think they could have got another top of the line arm.
It's hard.
Had
to get,
Sonny
it
Gray
is
be our
hard to
number
get
2.
pitchers. It's hard.
But
It is, yeah.
I'll give them that.
to finally get Sonny Gray is
At least somebody that.
Sonny Gray this year was our guy on the
Yeah.
mound.
Yeah. Definitely.
But
Who's that other guy?
to have him and to just get rid of him after a year.
Exactly. After he
just
played
makes-
good too. It's not like he played horribly. It's like
Well, I think I have a really bad feeling that this year the Cardinals are going to go into full rebuild mode.
I'm okay.
And that we're
honestly,
going to come back next year and be a 90 loss
if
team.
they're up front and honest with us and say, "Hey, we're not gonna do a Cubs rebuild, but we're gonna do a retool, and we're seriously doing a retool," I'm okay with that. Instead of leading the Cardinals fans on like we're gonna be in the playoffs, and then obviously not putting the product.
Well, they
on.
need to figure out what they're doing. Cause
Exactly. It's simple. Just do what you're gonna do. If we're gonna do it, do it. Stop.
stick with one thing, not
One
try to do
thing.
16 different things.
I
Well,
just
That's
they,
like- yeah.
they make 2 different kinds of moves. They'll do something like signing Sonny Gray.
Giving us false hope. They're
Well,
giving us false
they
hope.
build half the team and then they trade away the other half. So it's like this side of it's rebuild. We start rebuilding and then all of a sudden now we're back trying to
like-
contend.
Like our offense is really good. Well, our offense isn't good anymore. We
You
have good
can't-
pitchers now.
You can't. You can, but with the bad farm system that the Cardinals have consistently had lately, like not farm system, but like developing MLB talent,
They
I can
they
agree with
have
that. I can agree
been
with
the
that.
way
you
they're
can't.
getting them. They're getting them. They're developing them. They're doing great, and then they get in the MLB, and then they're like, "Oh, look at you! You suck. We're gonna send you down." Like kind of like the Jordan Walker thing. It's like,
Yeah.
But they can't.
God,
You have to be really good at developing talent to be able to stay competitive, but yet try to completely rehaul their team. And that's what they're
Yeah.
trying to do right now, it seems like. They're trying to completely get rid of Sonny Gray, because that's what they'll do. They'll get rid of Sonny Gray and sign and get prospects, and then they'll take that Sonny Gray contract and give it to somebody who's probably not as good as Sonny.
They're going to
Gray.
get a washed veteran.
Yeah, they'll go sign,
Lance Lynn. Hey,
Lance Lynn back for $25 million a year,
Lance
like they just
Lynn.
did Sonny Gray.
pretty
Hey,
good.
it's okay to have veterans. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. But when you're doing stupid crap like that, and I swear, if they buy Sonny Gray, then they're like, oh well, we got some. That's Mosaic. Because my Mosaic was, well, we got some good people.
Well, that's what they're gonna do.
We got 2 young guys who are going to be good about 10 years, and then now we're going to put that money. We're going to give it to a 45-year-old.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're
And
gonna.
we're going to tell you guys that he's going to be really good this year.
They're probably gonna take that Sonny Gray money, and they're gonna go sign some, kind of like they did, Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, those type of guys, and then they're not gonna let the young guys, have a chance to play. Nobody wants to watch a 83 and 77 baseball team or whatever they finished, something like that.
Yeah, I think
83 and 79, I think is what it was.
Hey, what? Michael McGreevy?
Yeah, that's what I was
He-
going to say.
he's
Thank you for
good.
saying
Well,
that.
that's my point. Like, we either need to try to build a team that's going to make the playoffs next year, or we need to just say, okay, this year is not going to be a good year, and let McGreevy, Liberator, whatever they want to finally do with Liberator.
Quinn Matthews.
They either need to make Liberator like a full-on bullpen, full load, or they need to let him start. Whatever, I don't care. But they need to let the young guys play a full season, or they need to actually build a team that is going to be competitive.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this, well, we're going to try to be a 500 ball club and not actually develop anything for the future. They're just sitting. They're sitting in the middle right now, and
Yeah.
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
When we talk about the Oakland A's, do you want me to put the Moneyball music in the background while we give a tribute to them?
The Moneyball A's.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, the
Gosh,
Oakland
darn.
Athletics.
Well,
You
see,
know-
the A's are kind of hard to talk about right now because I feel like everyone has the same opinion on it.
Well, yeah, it's a
Bad
stupid,
owner.
stupid.
John Fisher's horrible, and it's just
Well, there's just the thing is like he in his statement that he gave out is we tried everything we could do.
No, they did.
well. What's
Like,
laughable
no,
too is
they
I don't know if
did
you guys saw
not.
this too.
Don't
Their
lie.
the Oakland A's final game, the post game press conference was pre-recorded.
I saw
yeah,
that. Yeah,
that ticked me off.
I
dude.
saw that.
Like how? Because I guarantee you what it was he probably shut down everything in Oakland completely.
This is the Moneyball music for the A's. God Lord.
But they
Yeah, it's just
had such a good program going too, and then they just for 5 or 6 years they just shut it down.
Ugh.
I don't get.
I think we need a moment of silence for the Oakland Athletics. Rest in peace, Oakland.
rest
I'm
in
sorry.
peace, Oakland Athletics. To all
Sorry.
the Oakland
I'm
fans.
sorry, genuinely sorry. I
Okay.
know we know how it feels.
This is irrelevant, right? But why do we have a bunch of picture frames in here with just like the store
There's
put
a,
in?
there's a
picture
couple up
frame?
there. There's a
Well-
couple pictures that are getting
Hey,
added.
He's getting
like
them in
the
there.
Hey, we need to get
24 frame, whatever.
Yeah.
Holds up to 24 photo, 3-piece set stuff. Like we just had.
In the living room. in
I've
my
never.
house, my
I've
mom did
noticed
the
there's
same
picture
thing.
frames, but
Really?
I'm just
Got a
now.
frame. It's still got the store bought stuff in it. I'm like, wow, how beautiful! What a beautiful.
I'm
frame.
just now realizing that that's literally like that top one has some stuff. in
It's
it, but
like
these
4.
three. These three are literally all just the store bought.
Hey, we need to add some of our own pictures.
Yeah.
We need to get out of Podket in there.
I hope next year like the kids in TV studio keep the Out of Podket name podcast and keep it going because that'd be kind of cool. I feel like that people should talk about. We need a podcast that talks about sports.
Yeah.
Well, if
I
they
think
want to go
you're-
down their own name path, that's whatever. They can do whatever they
Yeah, that's
want,
true.
but they definitely need to keep something. I think sports is a very fun.
Yeah.
I think I need some new shoes.
No, probably not.
That sports is a very interesting topic that needs to be discussed because
Yeah, because
there's a lot of sports
hey,
fans out there.
we have not talked about the new record that was set by the Chicago White Sox.
Actually, we did. We talked about it while you were gone.
Did you? Oh, my bad.
About
Yeah.
well, actually, last week when we did this, it was they had tied the record.
Yeah, but they beat it now, so.
But now that Owen's back, congratulations to the Chicago Cubs or White Sox, not the Cubs. The White
the
Sox.
Cubs will probably do it next. They'll lose 122 games.
Officially now
Being
having
a
the
roll-
word.
what they
And you
call
want to know
a
what's
roll
crazy
out.
too? They went in their last 5 games after they tied the record, they went 4-1. They really just wanted to be one game worse.
Yep.
They couldn't have just. I wish they would have just went 0-5 and just blown the record out of the water. But they only beat the record by 1.
Yeah, because the last team was like the 1920 Mets or something like that, wasn't it?
It's the 19. It was in the 60s. It was
it
when
the
the Mets. The Mets. That's when the Mets. It was their expansion year when the Mets became a team.
Oh. I can tell you.
That still sickens me.
I knew it was a long time ago. But
The Oakland A's stuff. That's still just
Yeah, it's
sickens
still-
me. I honestly like seeing their announcer too,
1962.
but it
62?
just makes me so.
And that was their. That's why a lot of people are saying like even if the Mets get a bye because they were on a 100-year-old baseball team. That was their first ever year.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The
Haven't
White
been
Sox.
playing for, yeah.
The White Sox have been a team since 1900.
That's another
early
team.
19.
That's another team that could relocate too.
The Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, I seriously think that might be in the near future a team that potentially moves.
I don't see them going
The
anywhere.
thing about Chicago is though, but they'll still have a baseball team.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll still have a.
South Side though.
I know,
Cubs are a North Side team.
I know. There's way more people in Chicago, but
I don't know. So
I just don't like that. If like in sports and all sports right now, the whole thing is if you don't build us a stadium and pay taxpayer money for it, then we're gonna get out of here. And that,
that's kind of the bad thing to
that just
me
makes me mad.
about it's such a sports are so capitalist right now. Like everything's so much about money, and it's kind
It's
of.
anything in life, I think money. It just,
Well,
like,
yeah, I
ruins
get it,
people,
but
ruins-
you have so much of it. Just let us.
But like money does. It ruins like
It ruins entertainment.
decision
in so many
making
situations.
Even like I don't know if like Owen, he's like, hey, here's $1 million. Never talk to Matt again. He's not gonna talk to me. He's gonna take that $1 million.
Well, I wouldn't be talking to you either. Man.
Honestly, guys, I think I'd. Go
I'll be honest.
That's
that
exactly
would
what I'm
happen,
saying.
yeah.
It's money. It's like
Money
That's how it
talks,
is.
baby.
Money
Money talks.
It does.
But it also too though, like if I was a billionaire and you gave me $1 million never to talk to Matt again, then it'd be a different story. Then
I'd probably still talk to Matt.
That's what I'm saying. So that's kind of the thing. Like you gotta look at it from a different standpoint. We're talking about guys that are worth billions of
I
dollars
do have faith in
versus.
Zayden. Zayden, $1 million, or never talk to me again.
Yeah.
They didn't take that
might as
$1 million.
well just
Well, that's what I'm
never
saying.
see me.
That's
ever
what I'm
again.
saying.
Hey, a mil, honestly, don't talk to me because $1 million will set you up for
But-
for a while. So I mean, take that $1 million.
But $1 billion, like
Go run with it, man. I'm rooting for you.
that's more money than all 4 of us have combined times about 100.
Probably, yeah.
Versus we're talking about a guy that's worth billions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is a little different.
franchise that have been around for 100 years that have billions of dollars in
Yeah,
there.
take all the history away from Oakland, act like they're not anything, and then
Like just sell the team.
and they don't even have a stadium.
Sell
They
the
don't even have a
team.
stadium deal done in Vegas. And they're
Well, that's
going
why
to
they're in Sacramento.
They're honestly, guys, they're
Aren't they
probably
in,
going
like,
to end
a
up.
minor
they're
league
probably
stadium
gonna
or
end up
something?
The Sacramento A's. They're probably going to end up
The
staying in
Sacramento
Sacramento.
A's.
I can almost guarantee they're going to end up
Maybe-
in Sacramento.
Maybe it'll fall through.
The hope that Oakland has.
Maybe they'll get shipped back to Oakland.
Is that while they're in Sacramento, somebody buys the team off Fisher.
They're not going to stay in Sacramento. They can't. They're playing it like
They're playing like a minor league
They can
stadium.
build
Yeah.
a new stadium.
it's like they won't build in Sacramento. No way.
No.
I would be
They kinda-
shocked if they build a stadium in Sacramento. You want to talk about a small market?
Sacramento.
And just-
Sacramento hardly is a market.
Yeah.
Maybe Sacramento's bigger than I think, but I just don't see. I mean, they do have the Kings in basketball.
True.
That's
whatever,
it.
Whatever happened to the renovation deal they were going to do to Busch Stadium? Whatever happened to that? Remember that happened a while back? They're like, we're going to put
I thought they were
hundreds
just
of millions
wanting.
of dollars to renovate Busch Stadium.
I
Yeah,
think-
well, they were wanting hundreds of millions of dollars to renovate Busch Stadium,
Yeah.
and then they were also talking about how a few years after that we just need to get a new stadium. It's like, why don't we
Yeah,
just
it's like, might as well just.
build a new one? But I don't know.
Stadium's in perfect shape.
Yeah, it was built in 2008?
Six.
6?
I don't
Something like
know what
that.
It was
on
their
that.
first
And
year
Busch
was the year they
Stadium's
won the
such a
World
good-
Series.
Mm.
It's such a good stadium. It's in like it's just I don't know. There's nothing to change.
No, it's like, it's
You
perfect.
don't want to change something that's good.
I think the thing was
If it ain't
that
broke, don't fix it.
they had a bond, like, kind of like how we had a bond, and it just didn't pass. I think that's kind of what it
Maybe
was.
That's what it
Well,
was.
yeah, it's what the city of St. Louis, because I mean, all that stuff now is taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Like
and
you
it was,
put a freaking dome over it.
and that's what it all comes down to. And I think that's part of what happened in Oakland was, did the Oakland people want to spend taxes on, keeping a baseball team there?
Yeah, it's true.
And it came down to no, they did.
Yeah.
And that's
At the end
kind of what we're
the day-
going through with St.
At the end of
Louis.
the day, if the people don't want to, that you shouldn't. It shouldn't have to be that way. It's not. It should not.
They
have
should
to
be able to build their own ballpark, in my opinion, or at least
If I'm an owner, I'm like, if it was a situation where if I have to pay for the stadium, I'm gonna be dead broke. Like I understand that, but John Fisher is playing.
I think if anything, it should be a situation where
He's
it's
got billions of dollars. That's like he's gonna be okay. If he
Exactly,
builds a new stadium
exactly.
and
Yeah.
invests in Oakland. And the thing also I was seeing online was all these people like, oh, like that you showed up to the last game, it didn't show up to any of the other games. Like if you were an Oakland fan, you're not gonna want to go to the game if your owner's sitting there bigoting your city, and you're not gonna go to a game and give them more money.
Well, I'll be honest. I
Sitting
only
there
went to
giving
one
the middle
Cardinal.
finger.
I've only been to like one Cardinal game in the past. I've been to two since COVID. I mean, I don't go to Cardinal games.
You
And
guys ought to go to a Blues game.
I've been to.
I
one.
wanna. You've been.
I've been to
You've been.
two, I think.
I want to go to a Battlehawks game.
I'll take you this year.
Alright.
Seriously. And there's also, I think we've probably already talked about this on the podcast, but their new turf that they got.
They got new turf.
Yeah, they got new. I think that they.
Oh my gosh, they got turf.
It was $1 million, and I don't know where. I think that the Battlehawks paid for it.
Really? They
The
probably
NF
had to.
The NFL is probably like losing their mind right now that they're getting turf. 'Cause that's the big thing in the NFL right now is that they need to ban turf.
It's the same. They said it's the same turf that Mizzou has.
Really?
So it's like I think it might be a different turf that the NFL uses, but it's the same turf that the Mizzou Tigers have with theirs, and it's like I don't know, not a lot of people use it, but it's like
I haven't been in that. What do they call now? It used to be the Edward Jones Dome, didn't it? And it's
Yeah,
now like the American.
no, yeah, nobody. No, they don't have a
Talk about where the Rams used to play.
They don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
business or they don't have a sponsor, so it's just the Dome in America Center. They
Yeah,
don't
but
have like a.
isn't like everything in there still like Rams branded?
No, the only thing that's left from the Rams is on if you like at the very top of the dome. There's like the number of sections, and it's still in blue and gold. That's literally.
I
it.
thought there was like I saw something on TikTok, but that like some of the food stands and stuff were still like Ram.
I would
branded
imagine if
and,
there was
like,
anything Rams in the dome, that the Battlehawks fans probably would have ripped it down.
That's probably true. That is
Just-
probably true.
Just yeah, but no, the Battlehawks is going to be cool. I mean, they're building a good brand, and I think that
Yeah, I think
they
that
can go far. I just hope that the thing that the UFL needs to do is instead of expanding to these cities who already have NFL teams, go back to like another spot now would be Oakland. Put a team in Oakland because the fans are mad. You'll get plenty of people. to go to
Oakland, San
Exactly.
Diego.
San Diego.
exactly
Yeah,
like
that's
St.
another
Louis.
spot.
We haven't had a football
Exactly.
team in forever, and they finally
Like,
put
that's
one
the
in.
thing
You
about
can
the
see
UFL. They're
that.
not thinking. Like the UFL, they're not thinking. Like I don't know, The Rock. Here's my message for you,
I was
dude.
gonna
You
say,
gotta
does
be
he still
smarter,
own it?
man.
The Rock.
You gotta be. They gotta be smarter. It's not rocket science. Don't put teams that already have. They're not
Rocket
gonna care about the UFL. They're not. They're not. People who have NFL teams are not gonna go. Oh, let's go to a UFL game. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be like
San
"All right,
Diego.
let's go to
People
an
in
NFL
San
game."
Diego be like, well, we don't have a sports team right now. Holy crap, they're here. Let's
Might as well
let's
just go.
show
to it.
up. Let's pack the stadium so we can give a middle finger to the Chargers and Oakland.
Exactly.
Let's give a middle finger to the Athletics and the Raiders. And let's go to a UFL game. It's like a cult. You got to
Exactly like St. Louis. We're like,
exactly.
yeah,
I don't know if another city will do what St. Louis is doing. That's crazy to me.
I think the big thing is because the Rams just got up and left, and all the St. Louis fans are like, well, we want football,
we
and
love
then finally,
football, and it is cool, and I think that we honestly, truly do love the battle.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think we truly do. It's something that's cool, and you know, they had like it's like 30,000 something a game.
Yeah.
They can build on that. We can
Yeah,
get better
definitely.
than that too. We can even get more than that.
Well, as we're running out of time, I think since we're a Owensville podcast
Yeah.
talking about sports, I think we at least need to quickly mention some Owensville football.
Pacific is it the Indians?
Pacific.
Pacific at Pacific this week.
Zayden, what you feeling?
No comment.
No comment.
No
probably,
comment.
probably better leave it that way.
I did see an Instagram like note thing from Timmy, and it said, "At the end of the day, I'm tired of losing," and I felt that. For you, for the
Looking
football
for our
team.
first win. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
It's all you can
Well,
do.
Hey, looking ahead to the next week against Union, another 0-5 team who is averaging about 6 points a game, just like us.
They're a very, very young team.
Who?
Union. Their quarterback was a freshman. He got hurt. Apparently, he was pretty decent, but yeah, they're a young team.
But that is the game. Pacific, Sullivan, and St. Clair. I mean, yeah, we have a chance, but we've had a chance. I feel like in almost every game, and
Definitely, yeah.
it's probably I don't see it happening. But it's Union
Hey, there's
We
always
were
a
looking at
chance.
Union's schedule the other day, and I mean, Union's got a lot of games. You know, like us, 42-7,
Yeah,
40-6. Like a lot of games like that. They seem like,
And it's not like they're
they're-
playing great teams. They're playing decent teams, kind of like us.
yeah. I think it's a game that's the game we have left that we have a chance. And then district, looking into
We're gonna be
districts.
district champs.
Well, I hate to say this. You know, obviously I want them to go far,
Live for
but
life in Borgia.
well, the way it's looking right now, Borgia is going to get the bye probably because Borgia's probably might go undefeated.
Probably, yeah.
And districts seeding is generally based a lot off of record. I mean, almost entirely off record, regardless of.
Don't worry, Zayden. The Dutch football team will still make the playoffs.
They have to.
But yeah, so unfortunately, it's looking like our first round district game, especially if we can't win a couple games. If we beat Union, maybe we'll slide up a little bit. But we're probably going to get stuck playing either Live for Life or Luther North or
Yikes.
Yeah, definitely.
a really good football team.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all don't got to
And-
play Cardinal Ritter.
And Live for Life, their record might not show it, but I guarantee they're a good.
Well, Live for
football
Life.
team.
Live
They
for
play-
Life just played Cardinal Ritter and lost 50-16.
Cardinal Ritter.
Exactly.
And I said that in class, and it was Zayden, Logan, and Timmy were all sitting there. And I was like 50-16, and they're like 50-16. That's good. I was like, I know. I'm
they
not
score.
dogging on them.
They
I'm
scored.
saying good job scoring 16 points. Like
Oh,
all right,
50-16 isn't even bad against Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah, we better.
Better head to lunch soon.
Yeah, I'm
lunch.
kind of hungry,
But
but
at the end of the day, rest in peace, Oakland A's.
Rest in peace, Oakland A's.
Yeah, and-
Congrats, Chicago White Sox, and let's go.
let's
Tigers.
go Dutchman.
Let's go Tigers
Dutchman and Tigers, I guess.
and Chiefs.
L's to the Chiefs.
All right.
No Chiefs.
Rest in peace.
All right. All right, we're leaving.
Moneyball. Goodbye.
Bye.